How's it going, everybody? This is Coasterhead Matt, and this is a vlog of my trip to iPlay America, February 1st, 2025. That was yesterday. I've been to iPlay once before, but way before the Freedom Rider roller coaster. That was built in 2016. I was there way before 2016. The only thing that was there was one or two rides in the arcade. So a lot has changed. It looks small from the outside, but obviously it's a lot bigger inside once you're actually in there. There's a lot to do. It's definitely a kid-based or family-friendly based theme park. If you're a coaster enthusiast, you just want the credit, you can spend maybe a half hour there. You'll be satisfied. But with a father of young kids, 8 and 3 specifically, it's definitely a lot to do for that age group. So the first thing we did was the kite flyer. This was the only ride actually there. My first ever trip here with my wife way back when. It had to have been 2013, probably around that time frame. Fun little ride, a little Zamperla kite flyer, standard. Found it in most theme parks, at least New Jersey, anyways. Similar models. Next, we went on the skyscraper. Again, another fun little standard ride. I don't know if that was there last time I was there, but regardless. What I did find really cool was the IPA Speedway. There's these electric go-karts. Actually, we went on that the most. We went on that 3 times. I took my daughter on it twice and my son once. My mother came with us. Definitely helpful because my son did not want to go on the coaster, which was my whole reason for even wanting to go up there. So it was nice to have another adult. So while we did the coaster, they can keep an eye on my son. But anyways, IPA Speed Racer is a lot of fun. It actually goes quicker than it looks. It feels fast when you're on it. It's actually a pretty well done, well organized system they have there for that ride, or attraction for that matter. It's included with your $40 unlimited wristband, where I think it costs like 7 credits. There's different ways you can get on the rides. Pay per credit. You can use a power card to pay up your credit. Or we did the unlimited ride wristbands, the $39 one. I know my kids wouldn't like the dark ride or the laser tag. It was just too much for them. But that does look like a cool experience I'll have to check out in the future. But yeah, those are the 2 ways you can go. There's also a unlimited ride band with the dark rides. I think it's like $75 a person, but we just went with the standard unlimited. And both my kids are over 36 inches, so they could go on most of the rides there, luckily. So after the IPA Speedway, like I say, I did it a total of 3 times that day. Dizzy Dragons. Oh boy. My daughter loves this style of rides. Spin and puke rides. She likes them. I put up with them. I'm not a big fan. But yeah, we went on that twice. My son did end up wanting to go on it, and my daughter. We rode that once each of them. The only ride I did not really go on was the carousel. My mom and my son did that while I went on the Dizzy Dragons the first time with my daughter. So I did not go on the carousel. But it's a carousel, small little indoor carousel. Yay. So the next ride I went on was the main attraction, at least for me, the Freedom Rider roller coaster. This was my 344th coaster credit. Again, it's something I've been wanting to do as a New Jersey resident for a long time. I just haven't had the time or want to drive. I'm about an hour away from this place. I didn't feel like driving all the way up to Freehold from where I'm at in South Jersey. But it's pretty fun. It's a standard spinning coaster. I wanted to POV it. I brought my little action camera I use for my fishing videos, but it died. So the shout out to the ride operator. You're a cool dude. He is a coaster enthusiast as well. We started talking about King Ka. It's a standard SBF Visa Group figure 8 spinning coaster. Quite a few of them around. Been on one, you've been on all of them. But no, yeah, it's a fun little ride. Like you said, it was my main reason for wanting to get up there. First roller coaster of 2025, and it's a new roller coaster for 2005. Like I said, my 344th coaster credit. So I count. I'm a big lap counter. I want to see. Basically, I want to see how many times I can get on a roller coaster. Um, so as much laps as I can each trip. So this ride goes around its cycle 5 times. I went on it twice. So I count it as 10 laps. And the example I can use is the Runaway Mine Tram at Maurice Piers. It's a full circuit roller coaster. It goes around twice. I count it as 2 laps. Why not count something like this as multiple laps? In my opinion, I counted this as I went on it 10 times because it went around cycles 5 times and I went on it twice. So, but yeah, my goal this year is to get 100 coaster laps under my belt for this season, and I'm 10 in, so I'm off to a great start. After the Freedom Rider, I think it's after all that fun stuff, that's when we actually had lunch. We let the kids run around the little play area they have there. It's a nice little indoor like park type area. Got slides, ball pit. Seemed pretty cool. We had lunch after that, and then went back to the rides. We did the Crazy Cabs, I think it's called. I wasn't a big fan. Again, I don't really like the spin and puke rides, but my daughter does. Yeah, so that was interesting. She went on it twice, actually. I went on it once. I'm like, nah, I'm good. One time was enough. And then I played in the arcade for about, I would say, 45 minutes. And then we let them do one more. That was when we did our last ride on the IPA Speedway. And we called it a day. We actually spent a decent amount of time there. We got there at 12:24 p.m. and left around 4:30. The capacity, it wasn't so when we first got there at 12:30, it wasn't really crowded at all. Everything was a walk on. As the day progressed, they're big with birthday parties there. There were quite a few birthday parties. That started getting the place pretty popping. It started getting a little more crowded. Also Saturday night, people trying to come out for something to do, I guess, had something to do with it. But yeah, when we left, from the time we got there to the time we left, totally different. Like I said, the parking lot, we got a decent parking spot right up front. And then as we left, people were parking way, all the rows were starting to fill up. We were there long enough. What was that? It's about 4 hours. We spent about 4 hours there. Again, it's more for families. So if you're a coaster enthusiast like myself and you don't have kids, I recommend just grabbing the credit, pay the, probably $10 to ride it, and go maybe to Six Flags or the Jersey Shore or something local, depending on what time of the year you're up there. I would say it's about a half hour away from Six Flags. That's a guesstimate. So if you're in the area and you're from out of town, you want the credit, definitely worth it. If you're a local resident trying to find something to do with your families, definitely worth it, especially in the winter. Not much going on. But no, I'll be back there with the kids, obviously. It was fun, like a fun little adventure. I'm very grateful we had the opportunity to go. And I'm very, very excited for my 2025 roller coaster season to officially be underway. I don't really have any immediate trips planned for the future. I'm not sure when my next trip is going to be, at least immediately. I will, hopefully, weather permitting, be at Six Flags Great Adventure opening day. I can't wait for that. Hopefully, Flash Vertical Velocity is open on opening day. And I'm going to try also to get to the past preview event for that ride whenever it may be. But again, thanks for watching my vlog. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Coaster Head Matt, signing off.